It's us, Andrew. Ice love.
Hi. Hi, Andrew. We're at the Imperial Theatre, about to see Les Mis, or it's also known as
Les Misérables. That's the actual name of the show. I'm thrilled that they made this Hollywood blockbuster into a Broadway show, but you know, I get so sick of these movies being made into Broadway shows. You know, come up with something original, guys.
We'll be very honest with you, we don't know this show.
Yeah, we haven't seen the show before.
We haven't seen the movie, we don't know the score, we don't know the script.
Never listened to the soundtrack.
The only thing we do know,
someone steals some bread.
So that's all we know about this show. We're complete Les Mis virgins on this.
But I'm excited to get indoctrinated.
Also looking forward to see Will Swinson. It's always a treat with him.
And Nikki from Book of Mormon. Let's go get miserable.
I had a dream my life would be.
Oh, you know what?
What?
We've been Les Mising out, having not ever seen this. We actually have heard these songs before. And Joe's Pub and 54 Below.
Basically, it's a gentleman, he's arrested for stealing food because he's hungry. He goes to jail, he gets on parole, but there's an evil policeman who's tracking him down. Meanwhile, he saves the girl's daughter, and there's also a revolution happening in Paris.
It's about the cruelty of the world and the kindness of individuals that live within it. It's also got a cast of literally about 1 million people, which is funny to me that you called out only 2 of them, because we've seen so many of these wonderful and talented performers before. I'm not even going to mention them. Who knew this was so funny?
Once the landlord and his wife enter the show, it brings a much-needed sense of humor to an otherwise very depressing and somber play. Musical, sorry. For me, it's all about the music and the performers. There's very minimal amounts of set and scenic design, which I sort of like.
I know, I'm upset about it. It's like an opera, and I keep thinking about the sets at the Met, and I want more set for my Miz. The show might be huge in scope, but almost comes off like Cliff Notes or an abbreviated version of something.
Because it moves at such a fast pace.
I'm excited to go back inside. Maybe there'll be bigger and better sets in the second half.
Bigger sets for me to sink my teeth into.
In Les Mis.
Bring him home. So we're out and everyone's dead. What? Spoiler alert. We've already established only dummies like us don't know what this show is about.
It's really 2 stories. The story of the rebellion and then a love story between the 2 leads.
It's a story...
Unfortunately, only one story has a happy ending.
It's a story of rebellion and a story of redemption. So, on the subject of people that you forgot to mention, Andrew, who were amazing in the show, Raymond Karimloo, who's the lead, and then, of course, the unexpected comedic element of the show, Cliff Saunders, Keela Settle. The structure of this show is very Shakespearean in that regard, in that tragedy, romance, comedy. Tragedy, romance, comedy. It's literally something for everyone.
It was 3 hours long and I could have used another hour or so.
That's what struck me most about this, is that going in, I knew this was an epic story and I knew that it was long. I was consistently surprised at how quickly it moved along.
This is a truly glorious production. 2 green lights for Les Mis.